How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about the crypto market because things are not looking very good. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Luna, UST, also talk about where Bitcoin's at, what I'm planning on doing in stocks and crypto, and take a look at some of the newest things that have come out in the last 24 hours because there has been a lot of news. So if you guys don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I really appreciate that. There's a link underneath the video to FTX. I know, everyone that's in the market right now probably has a broker or an app that they're using, but there are new people coming in. So if you haven't tried an app, try out FTX. They give you free crypto when you trade $10 or more. They also allow you to trade at really low trading fees, which is great because you get more crypto per dollar. They also have 6 million clients already and allow you to track a bunch of different cryptos. It's one of the best apps out there. So if you're looking to start buying crypto, or if you've already started, but you realize that there's a lot of volatility, because when there is a lot of volatility, the prices go up and down a lot. You realize that sometimes the apps stop working or freeze or something like that because so many people are trying to get on. You guys can check out the link underneath the video. Now, let's take a look at the crypto market. This isn't good. $1.25 trillion market cap, down 15% over 24 hours. So there are a couple big notable cryptos that drag this down. First of all, Bitcoin down about 10% in 24 hours. Ethereum down 20%. We actually have Terra, Luna going down. It was all the way at 1 cent. This was $100 a couple weeks ago. I mean, this has been something that I will talk to my friends about, my kids about probably when I teach them about investing and diversification. And this has just been insane, crazy. Minus 100% in 7 days. It doesn't even round to anything besides that. So this has just been a crazy time. We also have UST that actually is further away from its peg now than it was yesterday. So it's at 50 cents. I want to be clear, and I talked about this in my video yesterday. I got out. And I actually got out slightly lower than what it is now. Kucoin, which is what I use for UST, the prices are a little bit worse on there. And at the time yesterday, I saw what DOGE had told us his plan was, and I just didn't have faith. Even if this goes well, I'm going to tell myself there was probably a 50-50 chance it gets back to peg. And I think the big problem for me was that Luna had fallen so much in price. It was just a few dollars, and they were supposedly trying to get people to buy it for half off, and no one wanted a piece of it. So my thinking was, I don't know if they can actually sell enough to get this back to peg, because this is a significantly larger market cap now with how far it is down still than Luna. I mean, this is 7 billion. Luna is 350 million. So that was my thinking, that if they sold everything, right? If they sold everything, or if they minted a bunch of Luna, to increase the supply 10 times over, I didn't think they had enough money to get this market cap back. Now, I could be wrong. I could misunderstand that. I don't think I am. And I think everyone that's really been in Luna or UST has been trying to get out over the last few days. Now, some other people are talking about where they got out at, and I'll cover that here in a bit. But just know, if you got out at a worse price than this or got out at a better price, there are people all across the board that are getting out. And I don't necessarily think it's a horrible thing if you got out at a bad price because, you did the best with the information you had at the time. That's just my thinking on it. And it's been a terrible situation, but you have to realize you'll come out stronger on the other side from this. Now, where could Bitcoin go? Well, we're seeing lots of liquidations, right? $435 million, $355 million in ETH, $65 million in Luna, $1.23 billion in the last 24 hours. So this has caused the price to fall down a lot. We actually saw 26,000, actually dipped below 26,000 earlier today. So this is probably one of the worst markets that I've seen in crypto. There's just so much fear, which, I mean, it's great long term, right? If you can buy now, but you have to realize we could fall further as well. So we dipped below 26,000. We're right around 28,000 now. when we look in the past, right, we broke through these supports here. We broke through the 100-week moving average. Really, we're approaching the 200-week. And that has been where we historically end. That's been historically where we bounce off of in the end, and we start moving upward eventually. So what is that at? That is at 22,000 about. And you can actually see the RSI is at an interesting place as well. So we're right around about a 32, 33 RSI. When we look in the past, that's where we've been historically when we've been at the low point. So if you look back at COVID, you can see we're actually about 33. And this is where we hit about $4,000. If we look even further back, right, we saw similar things back in 2018. There we broke under 30. This is on the weekly. And we were right around 3,000. So really at the low points the last couple times, we've been right around this weekly RSI. So I'll probably be averaging down maybe one or two more times before we get down to this RSI, or before we get to this 200-week moving average. Then I'll be going heavier. I won't put everything in, just to be clear, everything that I have for crypto. I won't put everything in, but I will put a significant amount. And that's when I'm going to really start looking at altcoins, is if we are in this $22,000 to $24,000 range. Now, there could be some things that affect this, but that's my plan as of now, and I think that's a good one. So I've been buying down as we've gone along, but right now I have bought recently at 28,000, and now I'm waiting for a little bit more of a dip, maybe 25, 26, buy one more time there, then 22, 23, and then hold a decent amount of cash to buy pretty heavy after that. Now we did get some interesting numbers here. We got the PPI today, and we also got unemployment numbers. So core PPI was actually pretty good. It ended at 0.4 versus 0.6 estimate, showing inflation's come down a little bit. This is a leading indicator too, because this is what producers pay, and then it gets passed on to consumers. Now the market, let's take a look at that. The stock market, let's see how it's taking it. Not great, right? The whole stock market, not just the crypto market, is down today. I mean, there's definitely a lot of big money that's just pulling money out positions at any cost necessary. Right? They're leaving the market. they're pulling their cash. I mean, Tesla's under 700. We have Walt Disney under 100. There's so many stocks that are cheap as well, and maybe part of this is because of Russia, inflation, supply chain. North Korea now shows that they had their first COVID case supposedly, or first COVID outbreak, and now they're testing rockets, ballistic missiles into the sea. Now there's also extra fear because there are literally exchanges that are selling or disabling crypto transactions and then liquidating them. I mean, look at this. Bybit disabled Luna and closed everyone's positions at market value. We have people selling out of stablecoins for big losses, 22%. I mean, Lark Davis still made money on this because he has had money in Anchor Protocol for years. Like I said, I sold out at a much bigger loss. We also have other stablecoins that are depegging. I think the UST fell down to 0.94, significant amount down. Now, Alex Becker, someone that I actually like a lot, he's another YouTuber. He says this is what he's doing right now. He's going to DCA for the long term Solana, Link, XRP, Polygon, and a small collection of games, and some ADA, which he says, real note, it will probably go lower, but these prices you can get rich just by holding if you can wait a few years. I am, like I said before, looking for Bitcoin to fall a little bit more. Then I'll buy some of these altcoins when they're real cheap. I mean, that's the plan at least. I am going to continue to dollar cost average into the stock market as well. I mean, there are two different pots of money for me essentially. This is long-term, like foundational growth, and then crypto is what's really gonna make me wealthy, I believe, over the coming years. But these stocks are just really cheap. There's no question about it. And I think that these could return a little bit faster than crypto. I think crypto, we need regulation and we need the stock market to do well. I think that's what's really going to push it here going forward. So that's just my opinion. Of course, you can do your own due diligence, but that's my thinking. So I think this is going to be an interesting time. I think this is where a lot of money is going to be made. We're going to have people come into the market for the first time because they've always waited. They just saw prices that were going off the charts and they've waited. We're also going to see a lot of people leave the market. People that lost a significant amount of money, think it's a Ponzi scheme, and just want no part of it. That's what we see with every big crash. And honestly, it makes sense Bitcoin's around this level. We're down about 60% from highs, and with the NASDAQ down 20, 25%, 30%, and with some of the depegging of these stablecoins, I think it makes sense Bitcoin's down to this level. I mean, it's right in between where it's been the past and the 200-week, which is where it typically falls to. So I think this is a great time to be dollar cost averaging over the long term. I still believe in $1 million Bitcoin, and at these prices, that means we're getting about a 35x. So let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Are you going to be dollar cost averaging similar to me? Are you going to be lump sum investing? Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.